Hi, Mark.
Hello, how are ya?
I'm well. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Not too bad.
Did you just get back or did you have a nap?
I had a nap. Yeah, I had a 20-minute nap.
Oh, I really want a nap. I need a nap.
Maybe you'll fall asleep in Shavasana. You never know.
Yeah, I would expect that might happen. I've had very little sleep, and I've been trying to nap this afternoon, and it's been one interruption after another. So anyway,
Uh,
tonight's the night. Good sleep.
yeah, definitely.
George is going to arrive mid-lesson, so we've set up for him. He had to work today, and when he called at 5, he said, "I'm on my way, but I'll be a few minutes late." So
Yeah.
you'll notice some movement at the Kuipers when he gets here.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, our son just called us. He's very upset because apparently now lockdown discussions are happening and potentially province-wide lockdown as of the 24th. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I heard that as well. As of December 24th. Yeah, my friend just wrote me and said the same thing. Because I think they just know people aren't gonna behave, right? So
Yeah, so I said, Stephen, you first of all, we don't know officially, but I said you're going to make a decision as to where you need to be, and because that's where you're going to need to be.
yeah.
Poor kid. It's his birthday on the
Oh,
25th, and so we'd planned everything, but nothing's worked according to plan this year, as we know. So, oh,
how many people had you invited over?
just the kids. But Meredith's Stephen's girlfriend was due to join us.
Oh, okay.
But she's still in London, Ontario. And now with this happening, I suggested to Stephen she not come. She was going to come here for Christmas, and then they were going to go there for New Year's. They have that little bubble. But now I'm saying to Stephen, I don't think Meredith should come down at all. Leave her there. Maybe you're the one who goes to her, and maybe we have an earlier Christmas, or I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know what the numbers in Ottawa are. Like, I don't know if Ottawa went to orange yet, but I know Cornwall's in orange, like climbing up to red.
Isn't Ottawa red?
No. Well, I
Oh.
don't think so. We're still skating at maximum capacity,
Oh.
like at 25 people. Which, if it was locked down, it would only be 10. If it was red, I think it would only be 10.
I'm just checking it out to see. Well, it does say here all regions of Ontario to go into lockdown starting Christmas Eve. Huh.
Yeah.
And it says here an hour ago, Ottawa reported 39 new cases of COVID on Sunday.
Oh, okay. So are they red? Are they red or orange though?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. I don't know, but there's a wonderful story about a cyclist. Jeez. Oh, wow. Hockey and ringette organizations in Ottawa say they're remaining vigilant after learning a COVID-19 outbreak last month has led to nearly 90 cases.
Wow.
I still don't see where it is.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they had 46 new cases on Saturday.
Yeah, 39 today.
I don't think they've gone up yet. I still think it's orange.
Why doesn't tell me that? That's weird. Oh, yeah, Ottawa and the Eastern Ontario Health Unit are in the orange.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so here's I don't know if you can see this, Mark. Oh, is that?
No, I think I'm seeing the same thing.
Oh, okay.
like the lockdown places, and
Yeah.
then
That's a colorful map. It's actually
it
pretty.
definitely is a colorful map. Wow.
And it says here that schools about a month off, I think.
Yeah, they're saying my friend's a school teacher, and she said that she thinks that they're not going to go back 2 weeks till after, like 2 weeks after. And her little girl is in at Meditangi, and they gave her homework until January 27th or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think all parents were starting to receive letters or got letters on Friday indicating have your kids bring everything home from their
yeah.
lockers or whatever.
Well, I'll give you a weird story. So another thing about how one of the students that I teach, her sister tested positive for COVID. So she was at a gym. I think she works at a gym, and one of the people tested positive for COVID there. So they told her to go get tested. And she was feeling mild symptoms, so she got tested. And then her mom also got a phone call from Sarah's school saying that Sarah was in a class who was with someone that had tested positive. So two people in like the span of a day, they all have to go get tested because now the daughter tested positive, and all three of them are negative.
Wow.
Yeah, so all three of them tested negative for COVID, and just the daughter tested positive for COVID.
Wow.
Isn't that weird? In the same household.
Though I wonder if within a few days
If it'll
they
change.
yeah.
Well, so the daughter got tested on the Saturday, and the other the mom, the dad, and Sarah got tested on Monday. So it was a couple days after. So it's very weird and interesting.
Well,
So
actually, you say that, Mark. Julia's boyfriend, Ben, in
uh
the Netherlands, his youngest brother. So in the house, Ben's got two older sisters. They're married and live outside the home. But his youngest brother is in the home, as is Ben, and the parents. The youngest brother contracted COVID, tested positive, and they told him, "That's it. You're in your room, and we'll give you room service." But nobody after the period that they had to isolate, they got tested. Nobody had it either.
yeah. I
Weird.
know, it's so weird. It's such a bizarre thing.
It's interesting how it doesn't discriminate and yet it does discriminate. It's very
Yeah,
interesting how that happens.
I know. Okay, wait. Somebody is saying that they're having technical difficulties.
It took me a few tries to get on.
Yeah. I see A, but I don't. We see you, but don't.
Yeah, I see A as well, and I see JT as well.
I'm gonna say try logging in again.
Hello again.
Yeah, I don't see Josh. I wonder if Josh is doing the class or if he's just recording it.
Oh,
I
I
don't know.
hadn't heard that he had another commitment.
Me neither. Normally he writes.
Yeah, I see Amin is having issues, he says.
Yeah. He's like, go ahead. I was like, just try to log off and log on again. There you are.
Oh, good. Hi, Amin.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you? How's the hopefully non-worrying parents?
Yeah, how was the move?
The move was good. It's uneventful. Everything's good. She had her first couple of classes, and I'm having trouble with the phone. As soon as I turn it sideways, for some reason, the screen goes off. Price of technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just leave it like that. It's fine. We don't have to put it on. noise having issues.
Mm.
Everything's good. She's doing well. She's gonna be home for Christmas, so that's
Oh,
good.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of Boxing Day. Boxing Day is on Monday, so she gets Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. So it's good.
She had her uniform on,
And
and I thought I was gonna cry. She looks
oh,
beautiful.
I can only imagine. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, she looks so grown up. She didn't look like a kid.
I have to tell you guys, when she came on the Zoom call, when we were talking to her, she does sound incredibly mature. Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. So
Oh, she's enjoying it.
she's
good.
enjoying it. There's 40 people in her class, and obviously she's the youngest one, and they pointed that out the first day. In the first 30 seconds, the instructor pointed it out, saying, "I've been on the job for these 8 years, and apparently there's somebody in class. Where's that con?" So she's
Oh,
blunt of the joke for equipment changes and everything else. So, anyways, she'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Everything's good so far.
She looks like she matured in just 1 week.
Yeah, well, independence does that, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah. She was alone for 2 years, but it was different, you know.
Well, yeah, because now like this is big, and yeah, a role model in the community and everything that comes along with that.
Yeah. Anyways, we're ready.
George is not there?
I just mentioned to Mark he had to work again today, so he's on his way back. He'll probably be joining in midway.
He's probably sitting in the car. You probably told him Frog coming in today.
What's that?
I say he's probably sitting in the car. He probably heard we were doing Frog today.
I'm looking to see if he's out there. No.
I'm still on the road.
Oh,
Okay, so don't wait for me to show up.
Where
he's
is
still
Julie?
on the road. Oh yeah.
Where are you?
I'm at the office.
Oh, okay.
Julie's not joining us?
I don't think so. I guess if she's not there, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
I guess it's not in the same room.
No, we're not in the same room.
Yeah. Is there anything that you guys want to do this evening? Anything that's sore?
Everything.
My shoulders are killing me. My
Yeah.
this area, like right there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start then. Well, let's start class. We'll start in Shavasana.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta turn it off.
I'll make sure to wait to Frog till George gets home. As you make your way into Shavasana, just allowing your body to melt into the mats. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale it all out, let it all go. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale it all out, let it all go. And with every inhale and exhale, allowing your body to begin to settle. Your mind to begin to calm. Letting your day slow down. taking a few moments this evening to check in with yourself and notice how you're feeling. Notice how your body's feeling. Taking a few moments to scan from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Notice any areas where you might be carrying tension. Any areas that might be a little bit sore, a little bit stiff. And breathing into those areas. Letting your breath bring ease to anything that might be tense. Bring softness to anything that might be tight or stiff. Bring relief to anything that might be sore. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. Taking note of any thoughts that are rising up. Gently acknowledging them. Letting them continue to pass by. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Back to your inhales and your exhales. Take a few moments this evening to set an intention for your class. Something you wish to receive from your practice. And on the next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently moving your toes. On your next inhale, slowly draw your knees into your chest. Giving them a gentle squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. And letting your feet rest down onto the mat. And then pick up your right foot and cross it over your left. We're going to come into reclined pigeon. And on the next inhale, draw your left knee into your chest. And either clasp your hamstring or your shin. On the next inhale, can you draw your left knee in a little bit closer to your chest? Exhale, hold here. Inhale, can you draw your left knee in a little bit closer? Exhale, hold here. One more breath in, draw your left knee in maybe a little bit closer. Exhale, hold here. We'll take one more breath in. One more breath out. Then on the next inhale, slowly release your hands as you lower your left foot down. And then shift your hips to the right side of the mat. Open your arms up into a T. And let your right knee drop down to the left side, coming into a twist. Trying to keep your right shoulder blade pressed into the mat. Breathing into any sensation that you're feeling. And if it's a little bit too intense to have that foot underneath your leg, you could always draw your knees together, which will ease a little bit of the sensation in the twist. Keep breathing in. Letting your breath soften any sensation. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. On the next inhale, slowly draw your knees back up to center. As you release your right leg and square the hips. Then pick up your left foot and cross it over your right knee. And then slowly draw your right knee into your chest, either clasping your hamstring or your shin. On the next inhale, can you draw your right knee in a little bit closer to your chest? Exhale, hold here. Inhale, can you draw your right knee in a little bit closer? Exhale, hold here. On the next inhale, can you draw your right knee in a little bit closer? Exhale, hold here. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, slowly release your hands as you lower your right foot down. Shift your hips to the left side of the mat. Open your arms up into a T. And let your left knee drop down to the right side. Breathing into any sensation that you're feeling on this side. The option to unhook that left leg and just draw your knees together is always available. Take a few moments to notice where you feel it on this side. Breathing into those areas. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, slowly draw your knees back up to center. As you release your left leg and you square the hips. Draw your knees back into your chest. And then open up to happy baby. Grab the outside of those feet. Open the knees nice and wide. Gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. Draw your knees back into your chest. Letting them sway from the left to the right. Gently letting your knees fall to the left side or to the right side, coming into fetal position. Taking a couple breaths here. Take a deep inhale. And a deep exhale. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, slowly begin to press your way up, making your way to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to come into puppy pose, which is going to stretch out our shoulders and our upper traps. So keeping your hips on top of your knees, begin to walk your hands out. So if it's a little bit too intense on your shoulders, you can always bend your elbows, which will soften the sensation. If it feels good, you can always walk your hands out a little bit further. And maybe you start with your forehead on the mat to start. And if that still feels a little bit too gentle, you can always draw your chin to the mat, which will increase the sensation in your shoulders. Keep breathing into your shoulders. Take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further? Or maybe if your forehead's on the mat, can you maybe try to draw your chin to the mat? Keep breathing into the shoulders. And a couple more breaths here. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, slowly begin to walk your hands up. As you release out of the pose and make your way to child's pose. So keep those knees together. Release your toes, sitting back on your heels. Drawing your elbows into your knees, or maybe you circle your hands to your feet. Tucking your chin, rolling your spine. Letting your shoulders soften. Notice how your shoulders feel as they begin to release. Take a couple more breaths here. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, slowly making your way back to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to walk out our hands and lower down onto our stomach and make our way into Sphinx pose. So drawing your elbows underneath your shoulders. Allow your eyes to close and remove any tension from your legs. And take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, breathe into any sensations that you might be feeling in your spine, your mid-spine, or your upper spine. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, draw your chin to your chest, stretching out the neck. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, can you draw your chin a little bit closer to your chest? Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, slowly drawing your chin back up. And on the exhale, drawing your right ear to your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, draw your ear a little bit closer to your shoulder. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, draw your chin back to center. And on the exhale, draw your left ear to your left shoulder. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, can you draw your ear a little bit closer to your shoulder? Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, draw your chin back to center. And as you begin to lift it back up to neutral. So your option this evening is to stay in Sphinx pose, or maybe you move into seal pose, planting those hands into the mat, straightening those elbows, opening up the posture. Your shoulders back and down. Breathing into any sensations that you're feeling in your spine. If you feel mobile tonight, you can always walk your hands up a little bit closer to your body, increasing the sensation to your spine. Take 2 more breaths here. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. On the next inhale, slowly begin to lower all the way down. As you draw your hands together, letting your forehead rest on the top of your hands. Allowing your spine to begin to settle. Your shoulders to soften. Few more breaths here. One more inhale. And on the next inhale, begin to place your hands underneath your shoulders and push up to tabletop. And from here, we're going to come into downward facing dog. So curling our toes, press our knees up and then our hips back. And take a few moments here to just pedal out the feet. So bend one knee, straighten the other. Repeating that on the other side. And then on the next inhale, begin to walk your hands up to your feet. And we're going to come into a nice forward fold. And so you can keep your feet underneath your shoulders if that feels comfortable, or you can open your feet up a little bit wider than your hips and grab your elbows, coming into ragdoll. You can gently sway a little bit from side to side, or maybe you just want to let your body just dangle, whatever feels comfortable. Your knees could be bent or they could be straight. Maybe a nice little sway feels good. Take a few more breaths here. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, release your hands. Inhale to a nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. Exhale, draw our hands to heart center. So we're just gonna move into half sun salutation A's. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold, release all the way down. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. Interlace our third, fourth, and fifth fingers. Send your hips to the left, arms to the right on that exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus those arms, open up the chest. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. And then on the exhale, dive all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. Interlacing our third, fourth, and fifth fingers. Send your hips to the left, arms to the right on the exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus those arms, open up the chest. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky, fill up the lungs. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. So we're going to come back into dangle or forward fold. So maybe you walk your feet out a little bit wider than your hips. You can grab your elbows, or you can just let your hands rest on the mats. Maybe you bend one knee and straighten the other. Maybe you gently sway from side to side. Allowing your shoulders to soften, removing tension from your neck. Stretching out the back of your legs. Allowing your low spine to release. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. And on the next inhale, begin to walk your hands back to your downward facing dog. And we're going to set up for deer pose. So from here, float your right leg high to the sky. Then draw your, coming into pigeon pose first. So draw your right knee to your right wrist, your right ankle to your left. Release your toes. Sitting down on your right glute. Bending your left knee. Squaring your shoulders to the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, begin to walk your hands out, coming into deer pose. And maybe you rest on your forearms to start. Or maybe you feel very mobile today and you can allow your body to just rest all the way down onto the mats. Breathing into any sensations that you're feeling. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further, challenging your edge. Letting your upper body draw a little bit closer to your right leg. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it all out. On the next inhale, slowly begin to walk your hands up. And as we come into twisted deer, so begin to walk your hands over to your right side. Take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, begin to walk your hands out. And so maybe you rest on the palms of your hands, maybe you come down onto your forearms, or maybe you feel very mobile today and you can just allow your upper body to rest on the mats. Breathing into any sensation that you're feeling. Letting your breath soften those areas. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further, challenging your edge. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On the next inhale, slowly begin to walk your hands up. And as we make our way into Shavasana, so drawing your right leg forward, then drawing your left leg forward, and slowly lowering all the way down onto your back. Allowing your palms to face up. And allowing that right hip to begin to release. Notice the sensations you're feeling. Maybe you feel a little bit in the left leg as well. Just keep breathing into anything that you might be feeling in your body. Letting your breath comfort those areas. Letting your right hip release a little bit more. Take a couple more breaths here. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Then on the next inhale, slowly draw your knees into your chest, giving them a nice big squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side, a little bit of forward and backwards. Circle your knees in one direction, circle your knees in the opposite direction, and let your knees sway from the right to the left, gently letting your knees fall to the right side or to the left side. Coming into fetal position for one full breath. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On the next inhale, slowly begin to press your way up, making your way back to tabletop position. And before we move into the other side, for deer, we're going to come into thread the needle. So plant your left hand, inhale, reach that right hand up. And then on the exhale, bringing that right arm underneath your left as you release your right shoulder onto the mat and your right cheek. So you can always keep your left hand on the mat, or if you want something a little bit more intense, you can always reach that left hand up and draw it to your right hip. Breathing into that right shoulder. Letting your breath soften any sensation. Take a couple more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, release your hand down onto the left hand onto the mat. Begin to press into that left hand. As you release your right arm, maybe you give it a slightly wave or a shake. And then plant your right hand down. Inhale, float your left hand up high to the sky. And then on the exhale, reaching your left hand underneath your right arm. Releasing your right shoulder into the mat and your left cheek. So the option to keep that right hand on the mat, or maybe reach your right hand up as it draws down to your left hip. Breathing into any sensations that you're feeling. Letting your breath bring softness to those areas. Take a couple more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Releasing your right hand down onto the mat. Begin to press into your right hand as you release your left arm, giving it a little bit of a shake. And then planting your hands, curling those toes. We can come back to our downward facing dog so we can set up for the left side. So press our knees up and then our hips back. On the next inhale, float your left leg high to the sky. And on the exhale, draw your left knee to your left wrist. Your left ankle to your right. And then sitting down on that left glute, bending that right knee. Squaring your shoulders to the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, begin to walk your hands out. Coming into deer pose. And maybe you rest on your forearms to start. Or maybe you feel very mobile today and you just allow your upper body to rest on the mat. Taking a few moments to notice how this side feels. Are you a little bit more relaxed on this side, or is this side a little bit more tense? Breathing into those areas. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further, challenging your edge? Letting your upper body draw a little bit closer to your left leg. Finding a little bit more rest in this posture. A few more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly begin to walk your hands up. As we make our way to twisted deer, so begin to walk our hands over to the left. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, begin to walk your hands out. And so maybe you start on the palms of your hands, maybe you come down onto your forearms, or maybe you rest all the way on the mat or the floor. Breathing into any new sensations that you're feeling. Letting your body find rest. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhale, can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further, challenging your edge? Few more breaths here. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On your next inhale, slowly begin to walk your hands up. And make sure before, as we move into Shavasana, that you have your block handy or cushion or pillow. And then from here, make our way into Shavasana, lowering all the way down onto our backs. Allow your palms to face up, letting your body melt into the mat. Notice how your left side feels as it begins to release. Letting your shoulders soften. A few more breaths here. Letting that left hip settle a little bit more. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. On your next inhale, slowly begin to draw your knees into your chest, giving them a nice big squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side, a little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. And then lower your feet down onto the mat. And then from here, grab your block or your cushion. Draw your heels as close to your glutes as possible. We'll come into a supported bridge. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. On the next inhale, pressing your hips up to the sky. And sliding your block underneath your tailbone or just up a little bit higher. Allow your palms to face up. Letting your shoulders soften. You might have to adjust the block to find that perfect place. Allowing your body to rest. Taking note of any thoughts that might be rising up. Gently acknowledging them. Letting them continue to pass by. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Back to your inhales. And your exhales. Letting your body settle a little bit more into this posture. Letting your shoulders soften a little bit more. And take one more breath in here. One more breath out. On the next inhale, slowly shift your hips up as you slide the block or cushion from underneath. Slowly lowering those hips down onto the mat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, draw your knees into your chest, giving them a nice squeeze. Gently opening your arms up into a T. And letting your knees gently fall to the right side, coming into a twist. Keeping your left shoulder blade pressed into the mat. Adjusting your knees, whether you draw them closer to your chest or you soften your knee bends. Maybe you slide a block or a cushion underneath your knees for some support. We'll take a few more breaths here. One more breath in. One more breath out. On your next inhale, draw your knees back to center. And as you slowly let them fall to the left side, keeping your right shoulder blade pressed into the mat, adjusting your knees, whether you draw them closer to your upper body or you soften your knee bend. Letting your body find breath. A few more breaths here. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On your next inhale, draw your knees back up to center. Open up to happy baby. Grabbing the outside of those feet. Open the knees nice and wide. Gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, open up to Shavasana. Legs as wide as the mat. Palms to face up. Letting your body melt into the mat. Taking this opportunity to let go. Letting your body find rest. Letting your mind find peace. Take a few moments to scan from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Notice if you're holding any tension anywhere. Breathing into those areas. Letting your breath dissolve any tension. Letting your body melt a little bit deeper into the mat. Finding a little bit more rest. Mind finding a little bit more peace. And then if your mind wanders or gets distracted, letting that go. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Back to your inhales. And your exhales. And as your body finds rest this evening, letting the benefits from your practice, from all your postures, Letting the benefits sink deep into your mind and into your body. On the next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently moving your toes. Slowly waking up your body. Drawing your attention back to the room. On your next inhale, slowly reaching your arms up and overhead. Grabbing one wrist and gently pulling it to one side of the room, feeling the stretch in your side body. Releasing that wrist, grab your other wrist and gently pull it to the opposite side. Releasing your wrist, reach your hands to the very back of the room and your feet to the very front. On the next inhale, take a full body stretch, breathe in. Exhale, let it all go. On the next inhale, slowly draw your knees into your chest. Giving them a nice big squeeze, showing them some love. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. Letting your knees sway from the left to the right. Gently letting your knees fall to the right side or to the left side, coming into fetal position. Allowing your head to cradle into your arm. Offering breaths of gratitude. Grateful for your practice this evening. That you showed up on your mat. Taking time to connect with your body and with your breath. Take a few moments to reflect on the intention you set at the beginning of practice. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now on the next inhale, slowly begin to press your way up to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let it all go. On the next inhale, draw a gentle smile to your face. Exhale it all out. Take a few moments to thank your body for all the hard work it did this evening. I thank you and I'm very humbled and blessed by your practice. Namaste. Great job, guys.
That was very,
Thank you, Mark.
Hello.
it was very, very good.
Oh, good.
My shoulders feel a little better. I have a kink in my neck on the right side.
Oh, no.
I'm having, that was good, that chest thing and the going to the ear. Yeah.
Missed it.
Okay.
George showed up just in time for Shavasana.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made it for Sphinx pose. I saw him for Sphinx.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry I was late.
Oh, don't. Well, the weather's not that great either out there, right?
No,
So
the roads were a little
slippery.
more towards there to Hawkesbury. Not so bad coming here, but anyway,
Yeah.
how's everyone? Good?
So Diane, I see all over Facebook everything's going into lockdown as of January 24th. Is that any true or
Well, I heard as of December 24th.
December 24th? I meant, yeah.
I just heard it tonight. Our son called us. He's very upset because he's we had all our plans and now he's trying to figure out how this works.
This is for this area?
For
No, all of Ontario.
province-wide. I mean, I had been, as I mentioned before, I've been hearing about this for quite a while now, but I really didn't expect it December 24th. I thought actually it would happen December 26th or 27th.
I
know.
thought it was gonna be 27th after they make some money from Boxing Day, but
Well, I think that's actually what precipitated the whole thing. There was such a concern that folks would come from Quebec
oh,
and from other areas of the province for the December 26th shopping.
oh, I see. But yeah,
But
it's,
The Physicians Association has really gotten into it. They're really, really worried because there isn't enough room at the hospital for even organ transplants right now.
Wow.
really,
Yeah,
oh, it's
it's scary.
Yeah.
but I feel sorry for people in Northern Ontario and areas that are not affected at all, you know, where they have to go into full lockdowns.
Well, I mean, I read someplace that the northern part of the province may only be a 2-week shutdown as opposed to a full month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would agree with you. That is a real issue because when you have no cases at all,
Yeah,
it makes you wonder why there need to be one, but
it just causes a lot of not frustration, but you know, misinformation to spread.
yeah,
You know, the government is trying to control us and all that other
yes.
crap that's out there. So,
Does
but
that
yeah,
mean France everything?
Well, I think we'll know more tomorrow. It sounds like there was a leak of a memo and that's how this has all come out, but yeah, I think we'll find. Well, the premier had said he'd say something on Monday, so I guess we kind of have an advance on what that's going to be.
I'm sure he leaked it himself just to take some of the pressure off of him.
You know what? Uh, there is a strategy to that, right? Yeah.
Takes the pressure off.
We were supposed to have a Christmas Day service, and now I think that's going to be canceled now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the service is for Christmas.
All Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve, as long as they're not midnight mass, I suppose for the Catholic churches that will work. If you have an 8 o'clock mass, it'll be okay.
Yeah, but most of the churches don't have midnight mass anymore, right?
That's right. They're earlier.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. So
Yeah.
anyway, well, if we don't see you guys or talk to you before that, everybody have a good Christmas and
Into you.
You too,
safe.
guys.
I don't know when we'll talk again or when our next session is going to be.
I would assume it would be the first Sunday in January. Is that correct, Mark?
That is the January 3rd.
Yeah.
January 3rd. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll take next week off, and then January 3rd will be.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys.
No
Love
worries.
you. Yeah, I mean, and Davina, take care, you and fam.
Okay.
Yes, Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas, guys.
And be safe.
Bye, Mark. Enjoy your time. Get some
Thank
rest.
you. Yeah, we'll
Bye.
do. You
Merry
too. Have fun with your
Christmas.
family.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.